In the world of football, where rivalries are fierce and opinions are divided, it's almost impossible to find a player who is universally admired. But then, there's David Beckham, a footballer who not only conquered the game, but also the hearts of fans across the globe. Beckham's skill, dedication, and class made him one of the most celebrated and iconic players of his generation. Whether you loved Manchester United or despised them, admired England or cheered for their opponents, there was one thing that united football fans: David Beckham. He was the midfielder who seemed to have no haters. But how did Beckham rise to such legendary status? This is the story of David Beckham, the global football icon who transcended the sport. David Beckham was born in Leytonstone, East London, on May 2, 1975. From a young age, Beckham had one dream: to play football for Manchester United. His father, a die-hard United supporter, passed on his passion for the game, and Beckham grew up idolizing legends like George Best and Brian Robson. At just 11 years old, Beckham's talent was clear. He won a youth competition that earned him a trip to Barcelona's famous La Masia Academy, but his heart was always with Manchester United. In 1991, Beckham joined United's youth academy, and that was the beginning of something special. Beckham was part of the legendary class of '92, a group of young Manchester United players that included the likes of Ryan Giggs, Paul Scholes, and Gary Neville. Under the guidance of Sir Alex Ferguson, these players would go on to dominate English football for over a decade. Beckham's breakthrough moment came in 1996, when he scored that unforgettable goal from the halfway line against Wimbledon. It was a moment that announced Beckham to the world. A moment that said, "This kid is special." With his right foot, Beckham had the ability to deliver pinpoint crosses, breathtaking free kicks, and goals that left fans in awe. But Beckham wasn't just a one-trick pony. His work ethic, vision, and leadership on the pitch made him the complete midfielder. Whether playing on the right wing or in central midfield, Beckham's influence on the game was undeniable. And it wasn't long before he became a household name. Throughout the late 1990s and early 2000s, Beckham became a symbol of Manchester United's dominance. He was instrumental in United's 1999 treble-winning season, where the club won the Premier League, FA Cup, and the UEFA Champions League. Beckham's cross in the dying moments of the Champions League final set up the winning goal for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, sealing United's place in history. Despite playing alongside world-class talent like Roy Keane and Eric Cantona, Beckham's star shone the brightest. His free kick against Greece in 2001 to send England to the World Cup is still one of the most iconic moments in football. It wasn't just the skill, it was the pressure, the composure, and the sense that Beckham was destined for greatness. While Beckham's football talent was undeniable, what made him truly unique was his ability to transcend the sport. He became a global icon, beloved not just for his football, but also for his class, style, and humility off the pitch. With his marriage to Victoria Adams, also known as Posh Spice from the Spice Girls, Beckham's profile skyrocketed. He became a fashion icon, gracing magazine covers and leading campaigns for brands like Adidas and Pepsi. But through it all, Beckham remained grounded, never letting fame overshadow his love for football. His influence reached far beyond the football field. Beckham became a role model for aspiring athletes, representing what it meant to be both talented and humble. Whether you supported Manchester United or not, it was hard not to admire the way Beckham carried himself, both on and off the pitch. In 2003, Beckham made a high-profile move to Real Madrid, joining the famous Galacticos alongside players like Zinedine Zidane, Ronaldo, and Raul. Many thought Beckham wouldn't be able to handle the pressure of playing for the biggest club in the world. But once again, he proved the doubters wrong. Beckham adapted his game to fit into Real Madrid's system. His work ethic, professionalism, and ability to deliver crucial passes won over the Madrid faithful. Though his time at Madrid wasn't as trophy-laden as his years at United, Beckham's contribution to the club was immense. He won the La Liga title his final season with Madrid, leaving the club on a high and showing once again that he was more than just a celebrity. He was a world-class footballer. In 2007, Beckham made a bold move, signing for LA Galaxy in Major League Soccer MLS. Many saw this as the end of his competitive football career, but Beckham had other plans. His move to the United States wasn't just about football. It was about growing the sport in a country where soccer had always taken a back seat to other sports like American football and basketball. Beckham's arrival in the MLS changed the landscape of football in America. He brought attention, investment, and legitimacy to the league. Suddenly, football wasn't just a niche sport in the US, it was on the rise. Beckham's influence on American football is still felt today, with the league attracting global stars and gaining more fans every year. And even during his time in the MLS, Beckham continued to compete at the highest level, going on loan spells to AC Milan and showing that he could still perform at an elite level. Throughout his career, Beckham was also a leader for the England national team. He captained his country with pride, leading them to multiple World Cup and European Championship campaigns. Though he never won a major tournament with England, Beckham's dedication to his country was never in doubt. His redemptive arc out of the 1998 World Cup, where he was vilified for his red card against Argentina, is a testament to his resilience. Rather than letting the criticism break him, Beckham came back stronger, winning back the hearts of England fans with his performances and never-say-die attitude. David Beckham's story isn't just one of footballing brilliance, it's a story of dedication, humility, and the power of being true to oneself. In a sport where players often divide opinions, Beckham managed to rise above it all. He was a player that everyone respected, even if you didn't support the teams he played for. His legacy is one of class, both on and off the pitch. From his days as a young dreamer at Manchester United to becoming a global ambassador for the sport, Beckham's journey is one that inspires millions. And that's why David Beckham is remembered as the midfielder who had no haters. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to GoalGist for more in-depth football stories. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.